How's it going, everyone? Got a couple things to talk about in this video. Want to give you guys a heads up on a game that is down to 99 cents. It's not a game I'm sure a ton of people are aware about, but I've been seeing it get some buzz on social media, and if you're in a fighting game, something to be aware about as the price has been heavily reduced, and it's 99 cents, so why not give that a mention? Another shout on the PlayStation Plus titles, as this is going to be the final opportunity for you to get the games for the month of October, and I did think October was a really great month for PlayStation Plus, and if you add them to your library, as long as you remain a Plus subscriber, they'll be there. So you want to make sure you jump on those, especially if you're on the fence about becoming a Plus subscriber. Look, there is going to be an opportunity to potentially get Plus cheaper come the end of this month, but I don't even think it's that bad of an idea to sign up for a month of Plus Essential. Although, if you sign up for a month of Plus Essential, Sony could do something weird where it's like only new subscribers get the discount, so you know, you are rolling the dice there a little bit. But we'll talk about that final opportunity for those games. And I've been really on the buying a physical game train recently. I don't know. Some of you guys, I don't know if it's some of you guys in the comments section just thinking about it more, but there's a lot of people that very much are proponents for physical games, and I've definitely jumped on that train recently quite a lot. I'm still buying games digitally, but being a little bit more selective. I do want to highlight some physical game deals at the end of this video. I'm gonna try to get back to doing this on this channel, you know, especially with Black Friday on the horizon. Cover some of these physical game deals, and not a ton of great stuff, but Best Buy was running quote-unquote early Black Friday deals. They were mostly a joke, but some of those have been carried on over to Amazon, and Amazon price matched them, so we'll talk those at the end of this video. But first of all, the 99-cent game is Fighting EX Layer. The standard version is 99 cents. Now, this is a game that dropped back in 2018, and now it's available for anyone to get for 99 cents. Honestly, from a visual standpoint, it looks pretty good. From what I hear, like, it's pretty simple, and there's not a ton of depth to it in terms of the content, but hey, it's 99 cents. After a long wait, EX characters gather once again for another exciting battle. Kyrie, Skullomania, Blair, Pullum, and the others are back with the latest graphics, and this time they're bringing a brand new system. The Goji system grasps a victory. Again, the visuals are great. In total, 15 classic characters have been recreated with beautiful new models. Watch as the EX series is reborn and the battles unfold with the latest graphics. By fulfilling certain requirements mid-battle, your character is given amazing and new abilities. 5 Goji make up one set, which is called the Goji deck. There are 15 different decks ready for you to try. Experiment with different characters and decks and find the combination that matches your own style. The game features 2 different input styles: Progressive, which is a simple style that doesn't require any complicated command inputs, and Classic, which keeps the inputs that same as classic fighting games. And then various modes to enjoy. There's online and offline game modes, but you've also got an arcade mode and training mode for you to enjoy single player content, and then the legendary expert mode from the EX series makes its return to try to clear it with every character. So right now, this game is literally 99 cents. Go check it out. Again, there's quite a bit of buzz around it right now on the basis that, you know, it did drop to 99 cents. I'm not saying you're gonna get the best fighting game in the world here, but something to check out. And if you want something to mess around with, again, a lot of you guys just have a couple bucks lying around on the PlayStation Store's wallet, and for 99 cents, this seems like a decent one to pick up, so check that out. All right, moving on from that, I do want to give you guys a heads up that the PlayStation Plus monthly games catalog will be refreshing tomorrow. It'll be Stray, WRC24, and I am totally blanking on the third game that'll be added to the library. What is the third game? It is Tab's Totally Accurate, a battle simulator. So that'll be tomorrow with those games rotating into the Plus Essential library. This is your final opportunity to redeem the October catalog of games, which quite possibly is one of the best months in recent history, with Alan Wake 2, Goat Sim 3, and then Cocoon. Alan Wake 2 being the headliner game, especially a game that still goes for like 20 to 30 bucks on sale. That's a phenomenal addition, and it really fit the vibe of, you know, Halloween was coming up. They really went all in on the Halloween thematics for the PlayStation Plus game catalog updates for the month of October, which I appreciate. You know, I appreciate them trying to do things like that. Silent Hill 2 getting added, Until Dawn getting added, and Alan Wake 3. Man, Alan Wake 2, excuse me. that gave you a lot of reason to actually sign up for Plus in the month of October, and I thought October was a really solid month for Plus in as a whole. Outside of Plus Premium, which generally speaking every month is kind of trash, but you know, for Plus Essential and Plus Extra, I thought both of those were really good. And Alan Wake 2, even though I liked Alan Wake 1 better relative to when I played Alan Wake 1. That always has to be brought up, especially, like, whenever you talk about games, I feel like it's always good to mention that, like, I hear a lot of people say they like Red Dead Redemption 1 better than RDR2, and you can have that opinion, absolutely, but I also think it's relative to when these people played RDR1, and maybe it's for different reasons, but games just evolve, especially when there's so much time in between sequels. Like, yeah, if I look at Alan Wake 2 from a visual standpoint, and a lot of the other elements of the game, it is an evolution of Alan Wake 1 in so many regards, but relative to, you know, the games that were coming out around the time of Alan Wake 1's release, I did like Alan Wake 1 more than Alan Wake 2, but Alan Wake 2 is a game that a lot of people loved. A lot of people had it as a literal Game of the Year contender or their Game of the Year for 2023, and I will say this, I thought the atmosphere was tremendous, I thought the visuals were tremendous, and the soundtrack was phenomenal. I remember getting to the end of Chapter 1 and the song played, I forget the name of the song, I literally have it downloaded on my phone, but I was like, oh my god, this game's soundtrack is gonna be awesome. And it was awesome, and you know, just try it out for yourself. I think a lot of people will end up enjoying it, and given it's a Plus title, like, that's phenomenal. So go check out Alan Wake 2, Cocoon. Cocoon's also a great addition as well, done by one of the folks that used to be a part of Playdead, and pretty interesting puzzle game there. But yeah, great atmosphere to Cocoon as well. But that's like the kind of tertiary, secondary game that's like perfect. And Goat Sim 3 fits that criteria as well. Like Goat Sim and Cocoon Camp, those generally will not be well received as headlining games, but as a secondary, tertiary title, perfect as far as fitting that criteria when you do have Alan Wake 2 as a headliner. So good stuff there. Last opportunity for you to get that before it is refreshed with Stray, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and WRC 24. Finally, want to cover a couple of physical game deals. Right off the top, Marvel's Capcom Fighting Collection, the Arcade Classics, is $19.93. Excellent price point on this when you've got all of the great games in this collection that you do. Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2 obviously at the helm, but a lot of other games are in there as well. A total of 7 classic titles all baked in there, and you know, the $50 initial asking price I didn't even think was that crazy, but at $19.93, excellent deal. Highly recommend that. Then we do have Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, the Tactical Edition. The first discount on this, it's $10 off for $59.88. Look, I love Delta Snake Eater. I think it's a tremendous game. If you already waited this much, you know, 2 months before buying the game, wait a little bit longer. While Best Buy is saying these are quote-unquote early Black Friday deals, and maybe it won't get cheaper at Best Buy. Have to think that Delta Snake Eater is going to hit $50 somewhere. At the very least, it's got to hit 50 bucks. Ideally, you know, 45 would be great. 45 is probably a little bit of a stretch, but I remember last year, there was a window of time where the Silent Hill 2 remake, which bear in mind had just come out, Konami published game, it was down to like 30 bucks at Amazon. I don't think Delta Snake Eater is gonna get that cheap, but could I see a $40-$45 price threshold? Yeah, absolutely. I could see it hit 40-45 bucks. But yeah, 60 there. And then Borderlands 4 is 55. I would say hold on Borderlands 4 as well, but this also just came out a month and a half ago or so, and seeing this little bit of a discount, maybe this will get down to 40 bucks by Black Friday. I think 45 is possible. 40, probably pushing it a little bit too much, but really, the real value in Borderlands 4 is going to come 2 years from now, where you get the Ultimate Edition at $30 or something like that. But there you go with that. That's discounted as well. But that'll do it for me. Mainly wanted to cover Fighting EX Slayer, but the Plus titles, your final opportunity to get those. Some of the best Plus titles in a while, especially with Alan Wake 2. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, Metal Gear Solid, Delta Snake Eater, Borderlands 4, some great stuff across the board. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.